Topping today's news, police investigating the discovery of a male found dead off Gladstone Road. House members debate the smuggling against migrants bill. The University of the Bahamas gets international accreditation, and the Governor General begins her annual tour of healthcare facilities. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Jerino Saunders. This is your JCN Evening News. Thank you so much for joining us. The number of people killed this year could possibly rise one more after police informed media shortly before 8 a.m. this morning that they were on the scene off Gladstone Road in the area of the Bahamas Waste Company, just opposite Munnings Road, where they discovered the body of a male. Investigations are underway, and we will have to wait and see the exact cause of death. An autopsy will be determined to make that decision. If you have any information that can assist police with their investigation, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. You can remain anonymous by calling 328-TIPS, 328-8477. If classified as a murder, this follows the stabbing death of a male in his mid-20s on Grand Bahama last Thursday, which was the 76th murder for the year. After repeated questions by the leader of the official opposition, Michael Pintard, in regards to the government's borrowing of over $20 million and placing it into a company called Carmichael Village Development Company Limited, the opposition leader described that company as a ghost company. Well, the Minister of Housing, Keith Bell, said there is no such thing because there is nothing to hide. He was speaking in the House of Assembly today during a communication.
There is nothing phantom about anything involved in this project. The Carmichael Village Development Project Company Limited is a government-owned entity, legally incorporated, properly constituted, and publicly disclosed since 2022. Its financial arrangements were reported through the government's established systems, questioned in this House, and answered in this House. Every contract, every expenditure, and every stage of construction is traceable. Nothing was hidden because nothing need to be hidden. What some are now describing as secrecy is, in fact, the result of disclosures made by this administration. The facts are clear, even if the political narratives are not.
Mr. Bell was critical of the F&M for their lack of progress on the Carmichael Road Housing Development Project after they acquired the land and announced it about 16 years ago. That was under the Ingram administration. He insisted that the government announced plans for the project in the House of Assembly in 2022. That is, the Davis administration did so.
Therefore, Mr. Deputy Speaker, I place on record the following. The development company is legally incorporated and properly constituted. The project financing was publicly disclosed in 2022. All funds utilized are recorded within the government's established financial reporting systems, and construction at the Carmichael site is active, ongoing, and in plain sight. Mr. Deputy Speaker, for absolute clarity, the financing of this project is not complicated. The company initially secured a $20 million loan to commence construction. The government has since repaid that loan in full and has provided financial support directly to the company so that the work on the subdivision can continue without interruption. The company continues to complete and sell homes, and the revenue from those sales may then be applied to repay the government or to support further construction. This is a responsible, transparent, and fully disclosed financing arrangement that ensures continuity of the project and the steady delivery of homes to Bahamian families.
However, the opposition leader asked for proof that the $20 million borrowed was used directly on the Renaissance housing project at Carmichael, and he charged the government with not being able to answer several other questions the opposition has put forth as it relates to that company. The Southern Association of Colleges and School Commissions on Colleges announced it has approved the University of the Bahamas as a candidate for accreditation. The announcement was made during the annual general meeting in Nashville, Tennessee. University of the Bahamas President Dr. Robert Blaine III and his executive team, they were present for that announcement. Dr. Blaine said this is among the most significant moments in UB's history. The awarding of candidacy status signals that University of the Bahamas has demonstrated compliance with the standards outlined in its initial application as verified by the Candidacy Committee, which visited the University of the Bahamas in November. UB has been working towards international accreditation since 2017. And finally, in this segment, today, Governor General Dame Cynthia Pratt began her annual visit to institutions of the Public Hospitals Authority. Her first stop was at Sandilands Rehabilitation Center, where she toured the facility and interacted with patients and staff. Mental illness is a growing cause for concern in the country, with the rates of suicide and suicide attempts increasing dramatically since Hurricane Dorian and the COVID-19 pandemic. The Governor General's next stop will be the Princess Margaret Hospital on Wednesday and a visit to the Rand Memorial on Grand Bahama on Friday. You're listening to JCN News. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back following these commercials.